Scam 1. MFA Fatigue. It's 2 in the morning. Your phone starts vibrating on the nightstand. You grab it, half asleep. One notification lights up the screen. You tap deny, drop the phone, and try to go back to sleep. 5 seconds later, it buzzes again. Deny. Now it's not stopping. The screen fills with login requests. 10, 20, 40. At some point, your brain stops processing it as a security warning and starts processing it as an alarm that won't shut up. Here's the problem. The hacker already has your password. They probably bought it in a breach for less than the price of a grain of rice. The only thing stopping them is your two-factor authentication, so they don't break it. They just annoy you until you let them in. Scripts can fire hundreds of login attempts in minutes. Phones buzz, watches buzz, laptops pop up alerts. Eventually, someone hits approve just to make the noise stop. Not because they're stupid, because they're tired. Security people call this multi-factor authentication fatigue. And honestly, that's the easy stuff. Because right now, you still have to press a button to lose your money. By the time we reach the final 2 scams, you'll realize that the most dangerous attacks on the internet don't require you to do anything at all. But to understand how that invisible attack works, you have to see how they bypass your defenses first. Scam 2. Browser in the browser. For 20 years, everyone has repeated the same advice. Check the URL. Look for the padlock. If the site says HTTPS, you're safe. That advice used to work a decade ago. Hackers adapted. Now they fake the entire browser window. You click sign in with Google on some site. A little login window pops up. It looks perfect. The Google logo, the address bar, the padlock, everything. You type your email, then your password. What you're actually typing into is a picture. The pop-up isn't a real browser window. It's just a fake interface drawn inside the web page. The login box, the buttons, even the address bar are all just graphics. The moment you press enter, your password goes straight to the attacker. The padlock didn't lie, it just wasn't real. Maybe you're careful with logins though. You don't click random links. Fine, let's talk about money. Which leads us to scam 3. Clipboard hijacking. If you've ever sent cryptocurrency or paid a large invoice, you know the addresses look like someone smashed their keyboard. 30 random characters. So you copy it. Paste it into the transfer box. Looks right. Hit send. Except the address you pasted wasn't the one you copied. Malware sitting quietly on your computer watches your clipboard all day. The moment it sees something that looks like a crypto address, it swaps it. Your address becomes the attacker's address. The first few characters stay the same. The last few stay the same. Your brain checks the edges and assumes the middle must be correct. It isn't. The transaction confirms. The money disappears into the blockchain, and there's no bank to call asking for a reversal. Scam 4. AI phishing. Phishing scams used to be easy to spot. You remember the old ones. Terrible grammar, weird formatting. A bank email sent from something like totally legit 123. That era is gone. Now scammers feed stolen company data into AI systems and generate emails that sound exactly like real coworkers, real project names, exact internal language, identical signatures. You get a message that looks like it came from your manager asking you to review a document or approve a payment. Everything looks normal because the email wasn't written by some guy in a basement anymore. It was generated by software trained on millions of real messages. Scam 5. Voice cloning. If panic works better than deception, they'll use panic instead. 3 seconds of someone's voice is enough to clone it now. Public videos, TikTok clips, your voice messages. That's all the training data needed. A phone rings in the middle of the night. You answer and hear your child crying. They say they've been in an accident, or arrested, or stuck somewhere and need help right now. Another voice grabs the phone and starts giving instructions. Hospitals, lawyers, bail payments. It sounds exactly like your kid, because it is their voice. When people hear someone they love in distress, logic shuts off. Decisions happen fast. Transfers happen faster. By the time the brain catches up, the money is already gone. Scam 6. Pig butchering. If you guessed pig butchering, you nailed it. Not every scammer is loud. Some of them hunt humans for sport. You get a random message, wrong number. You say they have the wrong person. They apologize, maybe make a joke. And then the conversation just continues. Days pass, weeks. They talk about food, travel, work. They become your best friend, your lover. Nothing suspicious happens. Months later, they mention a trading platform they've been using. Amazing returns. They offer to show you how it works. The app looks legitimate, the charts move, your balance grows. Sometimes they even let you withdraw a little money early on, just to prove it's real. That builds trust. Then the big deposit happens. Savings, loans, sometimes entire retirement accounts. The platform disappears overnight. Inside the scam industry, this method has a nickname: pig butchering. You spend months fattening up the victim before the final cut. The weakness they exploited wasn't software, it was loneliness. Scam 7. RaaS. You've probably heard of SaaS, software as a service. This is his evil twin, ransomware as a service. The elite genius-level coders don't actually attack you anymore. That takes too much time. Instead, they build a devastating encryption virus, put it on a dashboard, and rent it out to low-level criminals for $50 a month. You open a fake PDF. The rented virus executes. It locks every single file on your computer behind military-grade encryption. A text file pops up demanding $500 in Bitcoin to give you the decryption key. You pay the ransom. The low-level criminal gets an 80% cut. The elite developer gets 20%. It is a fully automated franchise business model, cybercrime as a subscription. Scam 8. Zero-click exploits. All of those scams still depend on you doing something, clicking a link, answering a call, sending money. But the most advanced attacks don't even need that. Your phone could be in your hand or sitting quietly on your desk right now. Screen off, nothing happening. An attacker sends a specially crafted message to your device. You never see it. Your phone processes incoming data automatically in the background. Images, videos, attachments. That process sometimes contains bugs. If the message is built carefully enough, it triggers one of those bugs and executes hidden code. No tapping, no clicking, just silent access. Microphone, camera, messages, files. Then the original message deletes itself. The screen never lights up. You never even knew it arrived. A decade ago, attacks like that cost millions and were mostly used by intelligence agencies tracking spies. Old versions eventually leak. Now criminal groups experiment with them too. Which leads to a slightly uncomfortable conclusion. Most scams aren't really about technology. They're about understanding human behavior better than we do. Exhaustion, trust, panic, loneliness. Exploit those 4 things and the security system doesn't matter very much. Because at the end of the day, the weakest component in every network is still the person using it. And unfortunately, that part hasn't received a software update in a few 100,000 years.